The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is the fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Dart. Going for the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 68 yards. And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Mayfield now from the 50. That's complete to White. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. is 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
At the 37-yard line.
Mayfield going to switch things up here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And again, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 on a Giants touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps and soon.
up to the line now, facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
180. What's up?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
This is taken around the 12. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw, Dart. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Give up the middle, Scatteroo. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
60, 72, go. Come 19, come 19, 7 Pirates, 7, 19 tight, 19 tight.
To the air, Dart. And incomplete on the deep ball. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit,
A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18,
Throwing, Dart. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And it's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Real. Good. 180. Run. Start.
Throwing. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
To you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before. Whoa, and all them upper cats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You gonna approach the dog with some bump. Alright, they go to click. Now I'm 1-1. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's the mommy of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. With my the mic. Got characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are whoa. You broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so I love my baby mother. I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? If you up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk. Put him in the stand. You keep walking. Unless you're trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you the soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you'll the rest. But it's hard to digest with the size of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Hold up. Don't meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Hold up. Big baller. Don't meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Hold up. Don't meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Hold up. Street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Come on. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Can do now.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I'd probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup.